everyone, welcome or welcome back to Noel Crafts. Thank you so much for being here. In today's episode, I'm going to share with you how to crochet the easiest granny stitch soap bag. For this video, we are going to need our scissors, my smallest needle or 2mm of crochet hook. Then I'll be using Robin's acrylic yarn, which is a medium weight, but you can always choose your own yarn as long as you adjust your hook depending to the size or the weight of your yarn. So let's get started. First step, you are going to make a slip stitch. So yarn over on your finger like that. Let it pass under your fingers, then above your fingers, this time round making an X, then under your finger once again, then hold on to it. Take your hook and grab the yarn on the other side. Pull through, then tighten it. We have our first slip stitch. Since it's big, we are going to reduce it by pulling the two strands to make it small because we don't need it big. So we have our first slip stitch. From here, crochet a chain 60 stitches. So yarn over, pull through, that's our first stitch. Our second stitch, third stitch, fourth stitch, so continue until you have a chain 60 stitches. So our chain 60 stitches is done, and this is how it looks. So turn your project around like that, then make sure the bumps of the chain are facing you. These bumps at the back of your chain are facing you. From here we are going to crochet a row using single crochet stitches. So insert your hook in the chain, the first stitch of the chain, yarn over, pull through. You'll have 2 stitches on the hook, then yarn over and pass through the 2 stitches. Repeat the second stitch on the chain, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through. You'll have 2 stitches, then yarn over, pull through the 2 stitches like that. We are going to do this again. In the third stitch that follows, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through. You'll have 2 stitches, then yarn over and pull through the 2 stitches. So we are going to continue like this to the end of our chain. I'm at the end of my row, and this is how it looks like. So we are going to work on our next row. Before that, we'll have to crochet a chain 3 stitches. 1, 2, 3. After that, turn your project around. So we are going to skip 2 stitches and crochet a double crochet stitch in the third stitch. So count 1, 2, 3. So we are going to work in this stitch. So yarn over, insert your hook in the third stitch, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 stitches, yarn over, pull through the remaining 2 like that. We are going to work with a cluster of 3, which means we are going to crochet 2 more stitches in this stitch that we just worked in to make a total of 3 double crochet stitches. So yarn over again, in the very same stitch, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, crochet through the first 2 stitches, then crochet through the last 2 stitches. Those are 2 stitches. Now we are going to add another one to make them 3. So yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over again, crochet through the first 2 stitches, then the last 2 stitches. So we have 3 stitches in 1 stitch, as you can see, because we are going to work with a cluster of 3. After that, crochet 1 stitch like that, then skip 3 stitches here and crochet another cluster in the 4th stitch. So yarn over, then count 1, 2, 3. In the 4th stitch, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, crochet through the first 2 stitches, crochet through the last 2 stitches. That's our first stitch. We are going to add 2 more stitches in this. stitch to make a total of 3. So yarn over again, set your hook, pull through, crochet through the first 2 stitches, the last 2 stitches, we have 2. Now repeat, yarn over, set your hook, we just worked on our second cluster. We now have 3 stitches in this, 3 stitches in that, so we are going to make another cluster here. So 1 stitch like that, then yarn over, skip 3 stitches, 1, 2, 3. In the 4th stitch, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, crochet through the first 2, then the last 2. Since we need 3 stitches, we are going to add 2 more in this. Now we have our 3rd cluster. We are going to continue like this to the end of this row. So I'm almost at the end of my row and I'm going to work my last cluster. So 1 stitch, then we only have 4 stitches left, so I'm going to crochet in the last stitch. So yarn over, our second double crochet stitch, then our 3rd double crochet stitch, and we are done for the row. This is how it looks. We will be working our 3rd row, which is also going to be worked the same way. So before you turn your project around, crochet a chain 3 stitches, 1, 2, 3, then turn your project around. This time round we are going to work in the gaps. We are going to crochet in the gaps. We are also going to be working with clusters, so we'll be crocheting 3 double crochet stitches in the gaps. So yarn over, in the gap, set your hook, pull through, and crochet 3 double crochet stitches. This is our first, second stitch, third stitch in the gap, and we are done, just like that. Then after every cluster we said you crochet 1 stitch, then we are going to work in the second gap. So yarn over, crochet 3 double crochet stitches in the gap, first stitch, second, third stitch, just like that. Let's work one more cluster, 1 stitch, then yarn over, in the gap, crochet 3 double crochet stitches, and that's our 3rd stitch. So we are going to continue crocheting like this in the gaps, a cluster of 3 in the gaps to the end of the row. So I'm almost at the end of my row and this is how it looks. So we just finished that last cluster. So we crochet 1 stitch, then cluster of 3. So our row is done and this is how it looks. From here we are going to crochet 8 more rows like we did this one and this one. So we are going to add 8 more rows to make a total of 10. So see you when you reach your 10th row. 10 blocks are done and this is how it looks. What we are going to do next is crochet 1 more row of single crochet stitches around here, from here to here, to look the same as this one. So let's do that. So we are going to crochet a row of single crochet stitches. So before you start, crochet one stitch, then after that we are just going to crochet one row of single crochet stitches to the end of this row. We are not skipping any stitch, we are just going according to the order. After one stitch, you insert the hook in the next stitch, crochet single crochet stitch. So continue like this to the end of the row. See you when you reach the end of that row. The row of single crochet stitches is done. What you are going to do next is pick up stitches along the edge and crochet 10 rows of single crochet stitches. The number of stitches you are going to pick on this side depends on you, because we don't have the same tension. Some people crochet a bit looser, so which means this side is a bit wider. So what you are going to do is pick up stitches which are going to be even. But I mean they have to continue being straight on both sides. So I'm working on our very first row of single crochet stitches. This row you crochet single crochet stitches by picking up stitches on the main block. Reach the end of that row, and this is how it looks. We are going to add 9 more rows of single crochet stitches to make a total of 10. So turn your project around, crochet one stitch. From here we are just going to crochet single crochet stitches to the end of the row. So we are going to continue like this until you have a total of 10 rows of single crochet stitch. So see you at the end of your 10th row of single crochet stitch. The 10 rows are done, and this is how it looks. I've tried my best to make sure it's even on the edges. What we are going to do next, we are going to fold over the 10 rows of single crochet stitches. We're just going to fold them over. So let your working yarn go under, and we're just going to work on the very first row of the single crochet stitches, but this time round we are just slip stitching like that. Then grab the yarn like that, then make sure it passes through the stitches like that, then to the next, then let it go under to the back. Don't make it too tight, because if you make it too tight, it is going to decrease the length. Next stitch. Next stitch. So we have come to the end, and this is how it looks. The right side looks like this. The gap in between the fold is where we are going to insert our cord, but for now we are done on this side. We'll just cut off the yarn and weave in the end. So we are going to repeat what we did on this side on the other side. We're going to make our cord and we will use the double foundation chain, but first make a slip stitch. There we have it. Reduce the size, crochet one stitch, then on that stitch you just crocheted, insert your hook in the band, through, then crochet through the 2 stitches. We are going to repeat the first stitch of what you just made. Insert your hook, pull through, crochet through the 2 stitches, go back, previous first stitch you just made, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, crochet through the 3 stitches. Let's repeat one more time. The previous row you just crocheted, the first stitch, insert your hook, pull through, crochet through the 2 stitches. Continue like this until you have a chain that is 40 centimeters long. So our project is done. We just need to assemble now. I've already sewed this side to match the other side. Now we only have to crochet the sides. So what we are going to do next is turn your project inside out. This is the wrong side, so it goes this way. So we are going to sew our edges. For this part, you choose what you want to do. You can either slip stitch using a crochet hook, or you use a needle and some yarn to sew everything up together. For me, I'm going to slip stitch. One more thing, when you're sewing everything together, do not sew this part that is folded. Sew from below the fold to the end of the project, which is this one here, but do not sew the part that is folded. So we are going to sew one side, then we will sew the other side, or slip stitch one side, then slip stitch equally on the other side. Make sure So we are done with crocheting up on our sides. Now we can turn our project to the normal side, the correct side or the right side. From here, we are basically done. We just have to insert in our cord. So use anything you have. For me, I'm going to use my hook to make sure I'm inserting in my cord correctly. Then make sure it passes through this side too. After that, I will sew up this part together. So I just finished weaving in these ends and sewing them up together. Now we can cut them off, and our sock bag is done. This is how it looks. It's a very basic drawstring sock bag. It is as easy as you saw. You can make them in different colors and it will still turn out great. The pattern is the same. You can either adjust the pattern to make it big or small. But this is it for this project. If you watched up to this end, thank you so much. Thank you for your time. I really appreciate your presence on this channel. Please, if you liked any of this, do give me a thumbs up and a subscribe. Until next time, bye bye.